do Vin Diesel a little. Do you think Vin Diesel makes more money than The Rock? I think he might.
No, absolutely.
If we're going by like
Fast
the last
and Furious,
3 years,
Avengers,
maybe not.
Chronicle of Riddick, like
Vin Diesel's 200 million apparently.
There's no. I would say so. He's in those movies that are very successful, but I think
The Rock is 320.
Yeah, I think his roles in them aren't as big. I bet he has a producer credit on the Fast and the Furious movies, and that's where a lot of his net worth comes from. Because like the Chronicles movies weren't gargantuan hits or anything. The first one was super low budget. I want to say he financed the majority of it and nearly went bankrupt doing so, and like it paid off. But like Groot, I bet he doesn't get paid that much for Groot. It's got to be a very tiny amount of money. Like if he refuses to come back, they got to be like, well, we can just use the old clips of you saying I'm Groot, right?
I didn't think
we paid you for as many as we want. That's how in the contract. What are you going to do? I am Groot.
I can't think of it, but I bet Kyle can. Sometimes movies that aren't giant super hits are actually really profitable for the actor because they were like the producer and the lead actor, and they did 4 things on it.
So I've got a
good example of that.
I've got the greatest example of all time, but I'll let you go first.
Example?
Arnold
Schwarzenegger?
Arnold Schwarzenegger is the second best example of that, and the movie is Twins.
You've been one-upped.
I have. I got murked.
But the best example of that
now
ever.
I'm excited because I always like this Twins fact that Arnold, it was his. He took a very low pay because he wanted to do comedy, and Twins was comedy, and they're like, "You're not an action guy." And he was like, "Don't pay me any money. Just give me a better."
Can I guess number one
end
before you go?
It's him, DeVito, and Rob Reiner. They all took a percentage.
Yeah, and that plays on TV every fucking
Is
week.
the best example Rocky?
No.
Okay.
That is an example. That is a huge example of someone
though.
betting on themselves, though, because Sylvester Stallone wrote the movie Rocky himself when he was nobody, and the studio offered to pay him several $1 million for that script, and they were going to give him a credit too, and he was like, "But you're not going to play Rocky Balboa, though. You know that, right, Mr. Stallone? Is it? You're 5'9", dude. I don't think so." And he's like, "Take it or leave it. I'm Rocky Balboa," and it paid off, and he won. The greatest example of all time, Paul Hogan, Crocodile Dundee. The biggest, I want to say it was the biggest movie in the box office that year. Sequel was also successful. He owns that shit. He made Crocodile Dundee. It's his baby. He produced, he wrote, he starred, he owns it.
He's Australian, right?
Yeah.
So I wonder if Australian, like Canada, in Canada, if you create something as a Canadian, like you own the trademark world, like you own like you ownership is like you can never, if I drew a cartoon, like that will always be my cartoon. I can never sell 100% ownership of it. It'll always be like you created it. That's a fact of the matter, and that will never change. I wonder if that's similar in Australia and if that plays into it.
Dude, Paul Hogan, Kyle, you couldn't be more right. I didn't know this. Crocodile Dundee made over 320 million, Dundee 2 240 million, and Crocodile Dundee, I guess a third movie, made 40 million. His net worth went up to 75 million at its peak because of his ownership of that. So yeah, he made
that's why
10 times as much money as he would have.
That's why you've never seen him in anything else. He did all right and he was done. He's done. Yeah. He's like, well,
that's the way to do shit like that. Once you bet on yourself, you succeed like that, you just cash out.
Crocodile
just
Dundee
fucking 75 million. I'm out.
Remember that Danny McBride Crocodile Dundee Australia tourism thing that they did?
I wish they'd done that. I wanted to see that movie. I was like,
I was so ready. It was rude.
Yeah, so I was guessing that Vin Diesel might make a lot of money because he kind of owns some of his properties. I thought he was Fast and Furious was more his than maybe I was just wrong. I thought the Reddick stuff was more about him.
Well,
I thought
maybe
he
died, so he might have got his percentage.
I don't know how that works. Yeah, I don't know. That was where that theory came from. Like The Rock, on the other hand, is always in somebody's film. Like I don't.
Yeah, he's like probably top 3, top 5 most paid actors in Hollywood right now. He's just huge.
He's charismatic, dude.
He's like so bankable they can't even make him like a Marvel character. It's like he's just.
They are. He's going to be a DC character though.
He's going to be at Black Adam, right?
Black Adam.
Yeah. He's super bankable right now.
Explain Harley. Can you explain Black Adam to me?
I don't know enough.
Oh, I thought you'd be an expert.
He's
Kyle,
part of the
you might know?
Shazam situation.
Hey man, I'm pretty good a lot of the time.
Yes, you are.
I want to say he's one of Shazam's main villains, and Superman would be involved too. So you probably have a movie potentially with Henry Cavill, The Rock, and that guy who played Shazam, whatever his fucking name is.
Is Black Adam
right.
actually the name of a superhero?
It is.
That's hilarious.
Is he
More
black?
hilarious than a
Is he
superhero
a
being...
white guy? That's even
No,
that'd be
he's
even
not.
better.
He's black. More hilarious than a superhero being called the Black Panther that was created in the 70s.
I mean, you're gonna tell. I think all of it's silly. You know, you got.
Hey, you shut up.
Okay.
Comics are cool.
Hey, being silly doesn't mean it's bad. There's a lot of silly shit in Lord of the Rings, and I'm never gonna counter
that's where I was
signal
headed.
Lord of the Rings.
I did that recently. Also, I made my girlfriend watch the Lord of the Rings.
Good.
And
Did she enjoy it?
She did. And
Extended edition?
Yes.
Yes,
And-
my man.
And you know what? We did Terminator 2, and I never saw these full extended edition. You don't have to do it, by the way. I think the pacing's better than the original. Don't watch
It is.
extended Terminator. But yeah, there was like bits I didn't realize I was watching extended, to be honest with you, until there was like a part, and I was like, "This is so silly." This could
Is it when
never
Arnold
fucking
smiled?
movie. No, I mean, no, not that. That I love.
In Lord of
that.
the
No,
Rings,
I
right?
meant Lord of the Rings.